Welcome aboard the Captain's TV. Today, we're going to be doing a classic 100 days of survival in Minecraft. These videos always seem like so much fun, and it turns out they are. This is my first time ever doing 100 days of Minecraft, and I have to give credit to TheNotable for inspiring me to do this. You should definitely go check out his channel, definitely go subscribe to his channel. And as for subscribing to my channel, you don't have to. Don't worry about it, guys. I don't need that. I just want to make sure you guys are enjoying the content. Seriously, I love playing Minecraft. I love live streaming Minecraft over on Twitch. As long as you guys are enjoying the content, then that's all I care about. So here we go. 100 days of Minecraft. Day 1. I spawned in the middle of a village. This playthrough's going pretty well. So of course, first thing I did, I stole all the wheat to make some bread. Because you know me, I love my carbs. But I was immediately fat-shamed by a creeper. And I almost died. Definitely didn't pee myself a little there. Started mining some coal, even got some iron. And then I managed to light myself on fire. Even with my lucky spawn, something seemed off. And then I figured out what it was. I had a crappy default skin. Ah, yes, much better. Now on day 2, started making my iron tools. Mined a little more iron too. So it started to look pretty good, except for my pants. Gotta go find some pants. Definitely wanted something to cover my booty. Then I found a little friend. Now I knew what I had to do. Had to go fishing and catch some fish. Then I had to use the fish to catch this cat. So I spent all day running around with no pants on, trying to catch that tail, and unlike my real love life, I actually caught it. It's that easy, huh? I wanted to start out on a new adventure, but I saw that it was getting late, so just decided to call this a day. Day 3. I was ready to set out on my first real adventure. I didn't know what I was going to find, but I knew what I was looking for. The sea. And I had some luck, too. There was a village right by the ocean. I knew this would be my new home until I got ready to set sail. I found a new house, kicked the villager out, and rested my head for the night. And so did my little kitten. By the way, what do you think I should call this little guy? Seriously, tell me in the comments what you guys think I should name my cat. I'll tell you guys in the next video what name I pick. So you better make it a good one. Day 4, and it was time to set sail. I said my goodbyes, and I was off. Now, I didn't know what I was going to do when I started this, beginning of this playthrough, this first 100 days, but I kind of knew I wanted to make, an island base. Then I saw it. My old ship. It was right next to some small islands, so now I knew exactly what I wanted to do in this next 100 days. I was going to build up these islands, I was going to make a base here, and I was going to try to find a way to save my old ship and make it seaworthy again. And yes, I know this is not a ship, this isn't my ship, right? This is a world-generated ship. I get that, guys. If I'm going to be a captain, I kind of got to have a ship, right? Those are the rules of being a captain. You got to have a ship. So I began to turn this island into something I would be able to live on for the next 100 days. I had just gotten started when the sun had already started setting, so I had to call this one an early day. Now I only had 95 days left to save my sunken ship. On day 5, I finished flattening out the biggest island, and I started to spread out all the dirt to connect all the land. These first few islands were all close together, and they only had 1 block deep water in between them, so it was an easy start. Once I had some ground to work with, I started my farm first thing. Could use a little work. I added some melons and left that alone for a little bit. Now on to day 6. So now that I knew what I was building, I need wood. A lot of wood. This island didn't have any trees, so I was going to have to go ashore. First I grabbed some birch, but I don't really like birch. It's kind of an ugly wood, so I grabbed some oak too. Also, made sure to grab their saplings. I started getting a little greedy here. The only wood I could find was birch and oak, and I really wanted some dark oak and Arcadia. I should have taken what I had and gone home, because it was getting dark and I was really far inland, and I couldn't make it home in time. I'd found some Arcadia, but I had to be careful because mobs were starting to spawn now that it was night. I quickly grabbed some wood, definitely making sure to grab the saplings. I found a broken portal, and I grabbed a golden axe. By the way, everyone, I'm aware that axes are better in Java if you know how to use them correctly. I'm sorry if it upsets you guys that I will be using swords throughout this entire video. Seriously, I'm not trying to make an excuse. I know that watching people play the game in a way that's not optimized can be irritating to some people. I just want to let you know that I prefer to play this way. I prefer to use swords, so please forgive me, guys. I'm sorry about this. So now that I found some spruce, and I had oak, acacia, and birch, I went to go find some buried treasure like any captain would. By the time I found the treasure, it was already day 7. The good news is, the loot was pretty good. The bad news is, my inventory was getting full. I hopped in my boat. Literally. I started headed home. I spent most of day 7 heading back to my island, but before I got there, I grabbed a little more dirt to expand my home. It was late and I needed to go to bed, but after being gone for 2 days, my little island had already been taken over by mobs. I had to reclaim my island. I didn't want to place down any torches yet, and you'll see why. I'll explain. But first, I just gotta get this place cleared up. And now some well-deserved rest. And on day 8, I decided my trees were lower class. They didn't deserve to be on the same island as me. So I started building a small, worse island for them. I told them it was a cool island and it was super special, but I was lying. And then back on my home island, I went to go place the birch trees. Not because I liked them more, but because I intended to pee on them. I added some more temporary storage, but it was becoming painfully obvious that, I really need to start building a base. But first, I wanted to build my own mine on the island, so that I wouldn't have to leave it so much. Also, I placed torches to get rid of the mobs for right now. I still wanted the mob loot, but I had a plan to get that later. I continued to mine while the trees were growing. Oop, whoopsie. I mean, oh, look, coal. I totally meant to do this. I went all the way down to Y11 because I'm not sure if checking your coordinates is considered cheating. I don't know if doing these 100 days, if you're not supposed to look at your coordinates. But I mean, it's not hardcore, and I have my cheats turned on, so... I grabbed another iron pick. I wanted to go back in the mine, but I decided to call it a day. It was getting dark. Day 9, my orchard started growing, so I went over and started chopping down my homemade wood. Got some Arcadia, some spruce, which is exactly what I need, but I realized it was gonna take a long time to grow all this wood. If I wasn't gonna harvest it, it was gonna take a long time. I mean, I'm already on day 9, and I'm still sleeping in the dirt. So I went to go expand the tree island. Soon I found this decent-sized, beautiful island, and I immediately destroyed it. I grabbed as much dirt as I could, and I tried to stay alive through the night. By the time I was home, it was the beginning of day 10. Oh, and I also began adding on to my tree island. And with this, I'd have plenty of spruce, and plenty of Arcadia, and plenty of girls wanting to date me, minus the last one. I still needed to wait for my Arcadia trees to grow before I could start building my house. So we back in the mine. Okay, wait, seriously, I'm sorry I got that song stuck in your head right now. Please don't leave my video and go watch that video, please. I'm sorry. Day 12, I woke up to see a creeper on top of my storage, and it finally became painfully obvious that I needed to build a base. I spent the next 10 days building my cozy little cottage. You know what that means? Montage. Finally, on day 22, I was feeling pretty proud of my humble little cottage. But I decided to go out on another adventure. At first, I thought I'd try to get some flowers, but instead I found a treasure map. And even though I was like super close to the treasure on this map here, it took me like all day to find. I mean, seriously, look at this. It's in like the weirdest place ever. Who puts treasure so deep? At least it had a diamond. And after some mining in the desert, I found another diamond under the zombie. So, it was worth it. Only one, though. Boo. Oh, no, here's some more diamonds. Alright. Yeah, for a second, I thought I was going to have to call Mojang and ask for a refund. On day 23, I spent the whole day mining. And by the night, I started heading home, and then I found this little guy. I got him home, and now my little pussycat would have a little cock-a-diddle too. Okay, guys, seriously, grow up. That's not funny. On day 24, I went to a nearby desert island and started destroying this one too. I brought back all the sand for glass. I was going to make something a little more impressive now. And now that I had a decent house, I decided to go back to the shore village, grab my cat, who had then immediately went to bed. By the way, seriously guys, write down in the comments, what do you think I should name this little guy? Day 25. That means we're now a quarter of the way done with these 100 days, and I've still got a lot of work to do if I want to get my ship back. I put these flowers outside. They're for the cat, though, not for me. I mean, I don't like flowers, even though they are majestic, simply gorgeous. I took all my glass, I headed down to the mine shaft, till I hit the ocean floor. Started placing my glass container. This was going to be practice for a much bigger project that I had coming up next. I filled the room with sand to get rid of all the air, and then I dug it all out. The next day, I added a simple corner table for my little cat. She earned it, and she had been putting up with me smelling like low tide all the time. Next, I headed back to the village on shore, and I stole all their juicy knowledge. And I killed some sheep. You know, I just don't like them. Then I grabbed some leather and some paper, and after 2 whole days of killing and slaughtering and stealing, I finally had a full library of books. Next, I'd be building an enchantment table, but that was for tomorrow. Day 29. See? Told you. The last ugly part of my island was the mine entrance, so I decided I'd spend the rest of the day making it look proper. Fit for a king, don't you agree? Get it? Because it's like a castle. It looks kind of like a king. Even though I'm a captain, so I'm not really a king. You know, don't think about that too much. By day 30, I was proud of my little medieval enchantment room under the sea. So I guess I just kind of chilled here for a minute. And an enchantment table isn't any good without a ton of XP. So, from day 31 to day 34, my next task was to build an XP farm. I put another montage here, but it's kind of a waste of time. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty ugly farm, kind of like your mom. I mean, no, seriously, I'm just kidding. Your mother's a very nice lady, and she looks stunning. The reason I chose this type of XP farm was I wanted to still get mob loot and XP at the same time. So if I lit up my entire base with torches, I would be safe and still be able to get mob loot without going ashore. I might be dumb, but I know that that would have been a big dumb. Just pop into this little myrtle hole and commit some quick war crimes. Easy. So now that I had my XP farm and my max enchanting table, it was time to make carpet. Wait, what? You guys thought I was going to start enchanting my gear? Come on, guys, that's too predictable. And then on day 36, I decided to farm some more sand. I didn't really need it, I just wanted to piss you guys off because I'm not using my enchantment table yet. And then finally on day 37, I decided to enchant my bow. Flame, power 4, worth the wait. Speaking of wait, I had to wait for the mobs to keep spawning in the XP farm, so I decided to expand my dock a little while I was waiting. I added a garden. This garden's for growing my weeds. Just kidding, don't do drugs, kids. My gamertag isn't related to that. Seriously, stop adding me, guys. Finally, I enchanted my pickaxe. Efficiency 4. It was decent, but I definitely wanted more. And on day 38, I went mining again to grab some more diamonds. But something really weird happened. Watch this. I pressed Q by accident and I throw my sword. And I was obviously able to grab it again. But my pickaxe glitched and it disappeared at the same time. It's in my 1 slot on my hotbar, but I couldn't see it or use it for some reason. Until I took it out and then put it back in. So you have to remember this, because this is going to be really important later on. It took me until day 39, but I finally found those diamonds, enchanted my pickaxe, and came up with Fortune 3, Efficiency 5. Okay, now that we're doing pretty well, it's time to do something a little stupid. Go netherite farming. And on day 40, I was farming my obsidian and making a temporary portal to the nether. I was going to go in, but then I was too scared, so I decided to cry myself to sleep instead. But on day 41, oh boy, we're going in. I quickly started heading down to the lower coordinates, and in no time, I found my first ancient debris. And I was getting pretty lucky. I was finding so much debris? Anyway, after a ton of strip mining, my diamond pick was quickly losing durability, so I needed a new plan. On day 42, my first idea was to go mining with an iron pick. But that was dumb. So on day 43, my plan was to get a mending book from an enchantment table. But that's not even a real thing. Okay. Now I got this, lads. On day 44, we can just get a mending book from Fishing Forehead. Oh, no, wait, I forgot. This is boring. All right. I know what you want me to do. And you've been waiting 5 days, and you guys win. On day 45, I finally decided there's only one real way to go farming netherite. So I spent day 45, 46, and 47 just running around, taking these poor sheep's wool to go make beds. I mean, look at these guys. Look at these poor sheep. You guys know they hate this, right? I mean, look at them. They look ridiculous. Just like your mom. And again, I'm only joking. Your mother is a saint and a fine, upstanding member of the community. The point is, this is so sad. I mean, look at them. And after spending a whole 3 days embarrassing these poor sheep by making them get naked in front of probably the girls they had crushes on, I was ready. On day 48, started making our beds. Said goodbye to my cat because I knew I was probably going to die. And I headed back to the nether. Now, I'm sure you guys all know this. If you try to sleep in the nether, your bed explodes. But did you also know that some Minecraft streamers are dumb enough to try to use beds to farm netherite? Yup. So now this is happening. And this. And this. Seriously, are you guys watching me? Like, look at this. Every time I go to blow up a bed, I like pause, pray a little, and hope I don't die. I finally started to find a decent amount of ancient debris in netherite. So, I guess I was getting a little carried away. And I thought I was safe. So I started to get sloppy, and... Day 50. Day 50. We made it exactly halfway through the 100 days. Look, I'm not sure if I'm proud that I made it 100 days without dying, or if I'm ashamed that the way I died was just so lazy. Like, I could have easily avoided this death and made it all to 100 days without dying, but I just got lazy. So luckily, I made it back to my loot. I didn't lose anything except all my XP and my pride, I guess. I finished mining and using up all the beds. I got some more netherite, and I went home. Honestly, like, all jokes aside, I was feeling like pretty bad at this point. Like, I mean, I ruined this video. I ruined my 100 days. I didn't even know if I should finish this video. I spent day 51 just kind of walking around my island, like wondering if I should start over. And on day 52, I just went mining diamonds. Like, I just wanted to take my mind off this. And I didn't really even want to think about if I was gonna do this 100 days. But then on day 53, I found a sheep. I looked that sheep right in his eyes, right in his soul. And you know what he said to me? He said... And with those noble words of wisdom, I knew I couldn't give up. I had to finish my ship and fulfill my destiny as a true captain. No, but seriously, guys, I mean, come on. Look at the YouTube video. It's only like halfway done. Guys, if I wasn't going to finish this, I wouldn't have uploaded the video. You guys, there's no drama here. So I made a sheep pen. I saved my sheep, or maybe they saved me. And on day 54, I finally started making that netherite gear that I had just died for. So in the end, it was kind of all worth it. Only I had cursive binding on my pants, so I couldn't take them off. It's kind of like a golden chastity belt. Anyway, I just went AFK in the XP farm for like 2 seconds, and then this happened. Luckily, I came back in time right before I died, and then I spent the whole next night repairing the thing. On day 55, I finally made a super good pick, upgraded to netherite, and then I immediately fell in love with it faster than a 14-year-old boy falls in love with Pokemon. Now on day 56, I decided my sheep pen wasn't really up to Captain standards, so I fixed that. And I also decided my nether portal wasn't up to Captain standards, so I took some blackstone, and I spent the next 3 days making it look proper. To me, this is the best part about Minecraft. Building something that's not just functional and good for survival, but things that are cool to look at and take some creativity. I think this anchor came out looking pretty good, and it's not even my favorite thing I built in this world. In fact, my favorite build was just getting started. On day 59, it was time to start the restoration of my ship. First, I needed to build a dry dock, and I decided to make this out of glass so that it would kind of look like a ship in a bottle sort of effect. And on day 60, in order to do this, I needed a ton of sand, so I completely leveled my defenseless neighboring island. And on day 61, I spent all day farming the coal to smelt the sand into glass. Then, while I was waiting around on my island for the glass to cook up, I decided to redo my whole outer deck, make it look a bit nicer. I had my Minecraft girlfriend coming over and I wanted to impress her. A sitting area with some lanterns because we're fancy. Pinky's out, boys. For not having any plans ahead of time and improvising all this on the fly, this little cottage was turning out okay. I made the dock out front look nice too. And is that a perfectly timed sunset I see? Oh my gosh. Finally, by day 65, I was happy with my little island, and the sand had all been turned into glass. So I finished the glass container. I now had the ship completely cut off from the ocean and prepared to empty out all the water. But if I was going to do this, I had to leave the comfort of my home and head out on an ocean adventure. So I crafted my doors, I made my yummy white stuff, and I prepared to head to an ocean monument. I placed down the doors whenever I needed some air, and I drank my milk whenever I needed to get rid of mining fatigue. I found the main treasure room right away and I grabbed up all the gold, but the gold was just a side piece. My number one girl was going to be those sweet sponges. I needed to kill all the Elder Guardians before I ran out of milk, or else I'd be stuck with mining fatigue. One down. Oh, look. Bingo. I quickly found another elder. I decided to use a bow on this one since I couldn't really get up close to it. So the thing about guardians is they're a lot like creepy stalker ex-boyfriends. They can only hurt you if they see you. If you can hide from them, and of course convince your parents to move to school district, they're easy claps. Now that's two sponges. Spongi? Dude, you know what I'm trying to say. The point is, these few sponges are good, but we really need to find the sponge room to complete our mission. A third elder means a third sponge. And look guys, I could show you all the footage here from the next 3 days, but trust me, I spent almost an hour looking in this ocean monument. all over it for the sponge room. I could not find it. So I Googled it. And it turns out not every ocean monument has a sponge room. So we just got lucky. And we found a monument that doesn't have one. Cool. So on day 70, I decided I was just gonna have to make do with 3 sponges and get a little creative. I put a temporary furnace out to dry my sponges so I could reuse them over and over and over. And then, eventually I figured out a system of walls to cut the water into smaller parts so I could dry it up piece by piece. The whole process took a total of 5 days and a lot of trial and error, but it was all worth it. I was really counting on getting something like 30 sponges and draining all the water in big chunks. But after everything was said and done, I was pretty proud of it. My little underwater reverse aquarium was looking nice. It's pretty weird, right? Okay, well, watch this. So on day 76, I discovered that my ship was made out of dark oak and jungle wood. These are the 2 rarest types of wood in Minecraft. But what? You think the captain's just gonna make do with spruce and Arcadia? Fuck that noise. I'm doing this proper. If we need to go on some epic journey to find jungle and a dark oak forest, we're gonna do just that. Day 77, I grabbed some dark oak. I had seen this earlier. And this wasn't a problem at all. We had gotten pretty lucky with this. It was the jungle biome that was going to be a headache. So on day 78, I started heading out. I decided to stick to the ocean and use a boat as much as I could. And no, it's not because I'm role-playing as a captain, although it is pretty fitting. I was doing this because it's the fastest way to cover large amounts of blocks without burning through a ton of bread. And as a true gamer, you know we gotta stack that bread. I went past frozen deserts, full-on ice spike biomes, past huge mountains that went way up into the clouds, and across massive oceans thousands of blocks wide. Almost as wide as your mom. Okay, no, seriously, your mom is in great shape. She's doing a great job taking care of herself. You go, girl. And oh my god, what's that? Look, look, look. It took us all the way to day 80. A full 80% of the 100 days, but we finally have all the resources we need. I quickly grabbed all the unique items that could be found in this biome, including the jungle wood and, of course, the jungle tree saplings, and I made my way back to the sea and started heading home. And on day 81, after traveling so many blocks for so many days, seeing my little man-made home island never looks so good. So with a newfound sense of pride, I decided it was time to add on to it. I started building a new connecting section. And then I added a new dark oak and jungle tree. I just let them grow for a little bit, and then I got ready to harvest the wood. And now, on day 83, I had to get the ship turned upright. Now, I know I look like I'm destroying my old ship, but I'm just pulling a little ship of Thebes, and I'm rebuilding it out of new pieces. Go ahead, Google Ship of Thebes paradox. I'll wait. By the time you're done, I'll probably be done with this. It took me 10 days. 10 days. But by day 93, I did it. I finally got this thing seaworthy. And you know what? No. It's more than seaworthy. This thing is a floating piece of art. I love this ship. It's strong, and it's proud, and it's beautiful and independent just like your mom. Okay, this time I'm not taking it back. Your mother is awesome, and you should tell her you love her and call her more often, okay? There, I said it. I love your mom. She's awesome, dude. In fact, you know what? I'm naming this ship Your Mom's Revenge, okay? God, it's awesome. Day 94, and you guys know how this is going to end. I know how this is going to end. We're heading to the Nether, and we're going to get those blaze rods. And no, I don't know how to god bridge, alright? This is how I build bridges in the Nether. It took me a whole day, but finally, we found the fortress on day 95. It was just one little block. Dude, I could have totally missed that, too. Yeah, alright, okay. I want to make this next part, like, super dramatic and, like, cinematic and... Ooh, look, we're fighting... But honestly, I have full netherite enchanted gear. I mean, I'm basically just beating up toddlers at this point. This is kind of pathetic. I mean, these blazes, they probably have families. Look, I think I saw that one cry. I didn't know blazes could do that. So I left the fortress, and I started to explore the Nether a little more. I was looking for a biome that would have some more Endermen, like a warp forest. And on day 96, found one. So I spent the whole day just killing Endermen. That sound is so... it's horrible. God, I hate that sound effect. Just listen to it. Day 97, I found my way out of the Nether, and I was kind of rushing. I did not want to go over 100 days. 2 days left, but I'm loaded with Eyes of Ender. As long as the stronghold isn't too far away, I should be able to kill the Ender Dragon on time. Of course, my dad always used to tell me back in his day, he used to go 15,000 blocks if he wanted to fight the Ender Dragon. And it was snowing. And it was uphill, both ways? And his father didn't even buy him shoes. But let's be honest, he was born in like the 70s, and that definitely would have counted as child abuse. Not okay, man. Dad seems pretty sus, and oh, hey, look, a stronghold. Oh, also, we're on day 99, so this is kind of cutting it close. I set down my bed, and I put all the eyes in place. All right, this is the part where I give a really good speech to lead my crew forward. Okay. You know, the funny thing about ham sandwiches is... Oh, I tripped! Oh, well, this is happening now. Alright, epic bridge build to start us off here. And here we go. So I took out the cage stones at the start. Pretty easy. But I quickly started to get sloppy again, so then this happened. A perfect MLG bucket? Psych! You guys thought I was gonna die, lol. Dog water, scrubs, get good. Oh, oop. Okay, that's actually a lot of damage. Oh, and I just threw my pickaxe and... Okay, did you guys notice that? I went to go throw out my stuff again, and it didn't appear back in my hotbar. There's some kind of glitch where my pick doesn't show up in my hotbar. It happened to me earlier, and it basically killed me. And look. I know everyone in the comments is going to be saying, oh, why didn't you just jump off? Why didn't you just do an MLG bucket? And look, here's the truth, guys. I didn't bucket because I'm not really good at this game, okay? I could not do it twice if I tried. There's no way I'd be able to... Oh, wait a minute. Oh wait, am I actually good at doing MLG buckets? Dude, if I just trusted myself and I've jumped off that tower, I could have lived. No way. I mean, okay, I did it twice, but it's not like if I tried it again. Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm an auto-locked MLG bucket god here? When did this happen? Okay, so this was fun and everything, but let's just be honest. It doesn't really count. I mean, if you die in a 100-day run, it's not nearly as much fun. So next time, for my next video, I'm gonna do 100 days in hardcore. Honestly, my first time doing 100 days in Minecraft challenge, it was just a test. It was just to see if it was fun, and it was amazing. No joke. This was one of the best Minecraft experiences I've ever had. I love what I've built and what I've managed to achieve. I died a few times. I didn't get the full thrill of winning, but I will be back. I'm gonna do another 100-day challenge, and this time, it'll be in hardcore. If you like what you see, you can go follow me over on Twitch. I'm TheCaptainsTV, all one word. I play Minecraft on Bedrock with my viewers every single week, and I'd love to have you come and join us. Till then, guys, peace out.